Hello and welcome, my Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this full moon in Leo, waning to the new moon in Aquarius, January into February 2021. I'm your reader, Markangela Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, the Archangel of Lyons, Markangela Lyons, but you can call me Mal. How you doing, my gems? I hope you are still being not just outrageous, not just truly outrageous, but truly, truly, truly outrageous, because it's time to get ready for this particular waning moon, right? We are looking not at a timeless read here, we are looking at a timed read, the full moon on Thursday, January 28th at 2:16 p.m. Eastern. I am in New York. Waning to the new moon in Aquarius on February the 11th. It goes void, of course, the exact same moment it turns new at 2:06 p.m. Eastern, which is sort of a ripoff. It's not the first time it's happened. I feel like this happened a couple of months ago. I can't remember the exact dates of it, where as soon as it's like we're getting no new moon energy, we have to wait until it goes into Pisces after that. And I didn't write that down. I should write down when that's going down. Maybe the next vid. Anyway, that being said, it is a general read. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because it's a what do I need read, an 8-card draw. 1 card drawn from 8 different card systems, 2 tarot, 2 healing systems, 4 oracles. You get the dig, you dig the deal. Let's get up in this gig. Focus on your present moment as much as you can. Both feet on the floor if possible, and pay attention to your breath. You'll hear me say breathe, right? If you're new to my channel, you need to know that. You'll catch up. It's fun. Just breathe, right? Particularly with air signs. But certainly my Geminis, my subscribers, thank you so much for your love and support. And let's get up in this gig. Breathe. Yes, all the decks that I read are always in the description box at the bottom, because my guides won't let me get away without giving credit where credit is due. It's just part of my honor code. Thank you for the reminder. So we're starting with the Caroline Myss archetype deck. What is the dominant archetype and soul power that you are alchemizing, healing, right? It's waning moon, letting go, forgiving, releasing, transforming this new moon to full moon next. Full moon to new moon life next. Sorry, breathe. Yeah, it's Gemini energy. Here come all of the words. Please, my collective pantheons of angels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, I hear you, and the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. Please, what is the dominant archetype for the Geminis that they are dealing with within themselves, within somebody else, within a situation, some of that, all of that, for this full moon in Leo, waning to new in Aquarius, January into February 2021. Now, look, this is going to trigger you. Because the name of the archetype has such a negative shadow connotation that the idea of it even having a light aspect, which is what these cards are, archetypes, soul powers, very Carl Jung, very, very, very powerful psychological stuff here. But as dark as the dark sounds in terms of the name of the archetype, it is brilliant and healing as the light attribute. So the shadow attribute of the destroyer archetype, have fun with this, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams and potentials, which essentially is that, you know, that kind of, look, I'm a witch. I've crossed, I can't come across that on my path, but the light attribute, releasing what is potentially destructive, right? A creative use of that power energy. You know, here it's the volcano. It's a picture of a volcano, I should say. Volcanic ash is the most fertile substance on planet Earth, all those minerals. It's why, you know, the Pacific Islands are so verdant. Releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for new life. Now, for a waning moon, that's so on point. So, you know, keep an eye on the intoxication. I mean, that's a very powerful word, right? We consider that to be about, you know, something that we drink or something that we smoke. But to be intoxicated means to be filled with toxins, right? To just be ruled by the toxins. So that's coming from anger, wrath, fear, uncertainty, all built up, built up, built up. There is a way always to channel that, to alchemize it. From lead to gold, from shadow to light, from pain to peace, from toxic to healthy, particularly alchemy during a waning moon. Alchemy needs 3 elements. It needs time, it needs pressure, and it needs heat, and all of those are in a volcano. Just saying. What's the angel? The healing with the angel oracle that you need to work with, right? So you need to be aware of the destroyer. By the way, that might not be in you. That might be in someone else that you're dealing with. This is why you want to check your other signs too. Either to get more info on this situation that's playing out or another one, because you got more than one thing going on in a 2-week period. Breathe. Yeah, the info's coming fast and furious for you, gems, today. All right, my angels and archangels of air, the Raphaelites, please. One card in clarity for the Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Who is the healing angel? Not by name, but by function that they need to tune to, work with, pray to, read about, whatever. This full moon in Leo to new moon next in Aquarius. The healing angel of nature. Now, I'm getting first thing here. It may be cold where you are, and I know going outside is probably not the safest option depending on where you are and how you live, right? But get grounded, get in your body, go commune with nature. Now, my archangel, Archangel Ariel, is one of the angels of nature. Element of Earth, she's the Archangel of Lyons. Sometimes the clues are great, big, huge billboards that are so big you can't see them until you do, right? Get out in nature, or at least cultivate nature within your home, even if that's not trees or plants. Or I mean, I have plants in my home. I'm a Virgo. I inherited a green thumb from my mom. I can make stuff grow. I have a lemon tree that I grew from a lemon seed from a lemon, right? Okay, so I can do it. But this is in any way, shape, or form. Like, get in touch with the 4 elements: fire, earth, air, water. Ground yourself. There's also something here about healing. Your true nature is divine. That's why the divine is in all nature, right? Life force, chi, prana, spirit, whatever you want to call it. But it's also saying here, as a Gemini, remember something about your essential nature, about seeing both sides of things. Yeah, let's keep going. Speaking of Archangel Ariel, the Crystal Oracle is the oracle deck that I have, I don't know, cleansed, consecrated, empowered, dedicated, given to her voice here. And particularly with nature, why not get a Crystal Oracle? Now, it might just be what's written in the bookie book. I'm only reading from 2 bookie books this time, Crystal Oracle and the Healing Mantra deck. It might be what's written in the book. It might be that you have the stone. It might be that you need the stone, or it might be whatever gem, crystal, or mineral that comes up here. It's just something for you to look at, think about, research, gather information. It's what Geminis really do best. They're like bees. They go from flower to flower to flower to flower, picking up information, and then out of them comes something unique, but that is a combination of all that. So information gatherers for sure. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Please take a nice deep breath. I know I'm speaking fast. The guides are like, try and slow it down, but this is important. That destroyer archetype, you know, whether that's shadow or light, it's going to make a big difference in how you manage it, even if it is a situation or someone else that you're dealing with, right? The power is always in the present moment, no matter who we are, where we are. Breathe. Passing my crown chakra around like open mic night up there. Please, Archangel Ariel, my beloved Archangel Ariel, with the sense of humor that overshoots mine by 1,000 light years, please. 1 card in clarity for the Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What is the Crystal Oracle message, whether it's what's in the book, the stone itself, somewhere in between, for the Geminis this full moon in Leo, waning, I'll get that right, new to Aquarius. Interesting, Australian agate. So it's not any kind of agate, Australian agate. Woman from Australia said the key to speaking Australian is to imagine you have a golf ball in the back of your mouth, and it works, but you know, it takes practice. I took lots of speech classes. That's why I don't sound like I'm from Long Island. Let's keep it light, gems. Australian agate, as opposed to the other, there's so many different types of agate. Okay, here we go. Australian agate, the key words: perception, strength, courage, stamina. Stamina is a different kind of strength than picking up the coffee table and throwing it across the room. Stamina is the grace of endurance, right? To be able to endure what's going on. Your power of perception, along with your mental and physical body, are presently being strengthened. Now, okay, they're just giving me this little tidbit. Perception. Does the sun really rise in the east and set in the west? No, the earth rotates, right? So perception is not always truth. So get this, your power of perception along with your mental and physical body are presently being strengthened. This will give you the courage and energy required to tackle what seems at present to be a complex and somewhat insurmountable problem. Destroyer archetype. This problem involves someone who is incompatible with your ideas and principles. Yeah, that goes really well with Geminis. You are being urged to stand your ground, yet keep your calm. Don't allow yourself to be psychologically or emotionally bullied, particularly if you're dealing with someone with the destroyer archetype active. In the shadow, if it's in the light, it's like, let's make room for new life, right? It's very different. All concerned will soon realize the truth that you have already known for quite some time, that this particular person is simply not the person who they present themselves to be. Now look, Geminis, I will say there's a reason I don't date Geminis, and it has nothing more to do with, no, it's always a third party situation with a Gemini. First date, lovely. Second date, who are you? I've tapped Geminis on the third. I say, can I talk to the other one, the one at the first date, right? So, make sure that you are really managing your rage, your anger, your pain, whatever it is, if this is yours, right? To make room for new life and really be very authentic. Now, as the card does say, it says someone in the situation, and certainly this is a general read. So for you to really ground yourself, and I don't just mean, rubbing your feet against the floor and sending your energy down into the core of the planet. Yeah, that too, but also it's safe to be in your body here. That protection is there for you. So I would get, if not an Australian agate's a little specific, something, right? A little amulet, a little something, just to remind you that you are safe, not to have that superstition of it's keeping me safe. There's a big difference. And both can be true. Take a nice deep breath. Because we are off to quite a literally running start verbally here. Please, my goddesses, daughters of the moon tarot, what does this Gemini collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign need to be aware of inside of themselves? Heart, throat, third eye, crown, the interior world, their feminine energy, considering we got a destroyer archetype, the angel of nature that needs to be called in, and an Australian agate for an oracle message. What do they need to be aware of inside of themselves this full moon to Leo, to new moon next in Aquarius, January into February 2021? Burnout, 8 of flames, which is 8 of wands. So yeah, there is the meaning of classical burnout. They're like, oh, I've overdone it. I'm not getting that. I'm talking about inflammation. I'm talking about the 8 of wands. When you hear 8 of wands in any other reading, it's like communication is coming in, which really is more element of air, but I get it, right? It's that passion. Now, passion, I don't know. You got some anger and rage, or you're picking up on somebody else's. I mean, that does not feel like, oh, passion, let's no. Yeah, you want to communicate. That's inside of you. Let's clarify this right now. Let's not even play. Breathe. My gods, please, what does this look like, this 7 of flames burnout card? From the outside looking in, or something that they need to be aware of? They need to be aware of, particularly with a destroyer on the table. This full moon in Leo to new moon next in Aquarius, January into February 2021, 3 of Swords. This is pain. You got the first heavy duty of the reading granted. It's of the series granted. It's only the third one. Look, 3 of Swords. I have ever said that the 3 of Swords means to focus, to get to the heart of the matter, because in the traditional tarot, Rider-Waite, the heart isn't actually broken. They converge at a center point, right? Get to the heart of the matter. It's element of air, thought, the mind. But it feels like the focus, the thought, the mind here is causing great pain. But that I'm not, it's like the Australian agate said, it's like a truth is going to be revealed that you've known all along. So this could very much be anger about something that is now not just coming to light, but you're getting a deeper understanding, and I feel like it's not just you. who are really getting to the heart of the matter, and it's involving. If you like, you can say it's involving the nature of a destroyer archetype. And remember, this might not be you. For some of you it is, for some of you it's not, and that's a general read. You need clarity on this? Book me. All right, we'll talk. Just say, yeah, it was the Gemini reading for January into February. I'll look at the notes. I'll know what cards, because I write them all down. I'm a Virgo. And find me on Facebook. We'll work it out. I'm good with this stuff, actually. So yeah, the 8 of Wands on the inner, that's the 9 of Flames, same thing. The 3 of Swords on the outer, there is pain here, but a lot of it is as a result of the element of air, right? It's not heartbreak. Heartbreak would definitely be cups. That's emotional. This is something piercing. As well as for some of you, if you take the therapeutic route, it could be just that. I really want to get to the heart of the matter of this. Right inside, I really want to move forward on this. I really want to understand this. I want to understand why this pattern, or what it is that I am either so effing angry about, or how I can best release what is potentially destructive within me in a healthy way, and preparing for new life. Repressing isn't the answer. If it was, we would have been at nirvana thousands of years ago. No, what is repressed is projected. It's like trying to hold 10 beach balls under the water. You can do it for a while. Well, 10's a lot, right? But you can't do it forever. So there's some pain here. Well, then why not? Let's go to the next oracle, the Lover's Oracle, Tony Carmine Salerno. Same as the Crystal Oracle. I love this guy. He's really good. So there's no bookie book for this one at all, and I'm sure you've seen it in other readings, and it's not all romantic sexual, particularly in my hands in situations like this, but nothing saying this couldn't be. Take a nice deep breath. My pantheons of love, and I'm talking all kinds of love. Agape, Polis, Eros, all of it, please. All of my pantheons of love. One card in clarity for the Gemini collective: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What is their Lover's Oracle from you all this full moon in Leo, waning to new in Aquarius? Please, just one card. Those felt right, but just one. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Deep in your heart. Fuck. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. If this is the physical world, the outside world, root, sacrum, solar plexus, and this is heart, throat, third eye, crown, you look in your heart, you already know the answer. You already know the answer. You already know what you have to do. Get to the heart of the matter. It's going to cause pain, but maybe, well, like the lancing of a boil. Oh, great clairvoyant flash, guys. You know, popping as it is just the lancing of a boil. It's a little dramatic, but maybe, right? You got to pierce it and express the wound. Isn't that what it's called, right? You express the wound. You get the infection out, right? Don Miguel Ruiz talks about that in one of it's either the 4 Agreements or the Mastery of Love, about how we have to like open the wound, cut it, clean it out, and then heal it. And it's like forgiveness is part of that. Yeah, I forget what it is right now. It's okay. But you already know. Deep in your heart, you already know what to do. All right. That's what I said, dude. Tony Carmine Salerno's working pretty good. Very good, actually. For someone who's been doing this the majority of my life, it's nice to come across divination tools that aren't just so pigeonholed, right? Breathe. Whispers of Love Oracle, the voices of the higher selves, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, and that's everybody involved, not just you, right? So let's see, we'll get the message here that we can. Please take a nice deep breath. Higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, please. One card in clarity for this Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What is the whisper of love? The piece of information, inspiration, or insight that they need from you. This full moon in Leo, waning to new in Aquarius, January, February 2021. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right, not think about what feels right. It's actually do. Actions speak loudly. Now, if this was a personal read, there'd be so many more cards going down on that, but it is not. It is a general read, 8-card draw. But you already know what to do. You already know what to do. The how, the when, the where may very well be all part of divine timing, right? And all that, but you know what to do. Last card down, the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn, the Ascended Masters. General Assembly, let's ask them. Breathe. Oh, that feels good. Oh, good back crack. Oh, excuse me. They're realigning my spine. Please, my Ascended Masters General Assembly. One card in clarity for the Gemini Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What is the perfect mantra that they need to work? And as air signs, they can work it. This full moon in Leo, waning to new in Aquarius, considering they've got the destroyer archetype in play. They need to call upon the angel of nature. They need to heed the message of the Australian agate. They need to be aware of this 8 of flames inside of them, which is probably hard to miss. But that 3 of swords that they need to be aware of, that's something the heart of the matter needs to be gotten to, and that they already know what to do. That actions speak loudly. So please, their perfect mantra. This full moon to new moon next January into February 2021. Releasing expectations, best one ever. Only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. This one is a tried and true mantra for me. Look, I love this deck. It has really helped me. I'm going to read from the bookie book, but this is a good one, particularly when you don't know what to do and you get into that superstitious thing. Well, okay, let me not get negative. I don't want to screw up everything on my vision board. No, screw that. Be authentic. Feel what you're feeling. There's something in your nature here, and certainly getting into nature. The healing aspect of nature is going to help with any excess stress going on here. But if only the highest possibilities come to be, whether you envision them or not, then there's a certain peace that can come to this and help you get to the heart of the matter. Releasing expectations, because what are expectations if not disappointments in utero, right? That's a twist on that usual aphorism. Only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. When you release expectations, it is no longer your job to be in control of reality. Yeah. I don't date Geminis. You are a soul birthed from the fabric of destiny, where only the perfection of universal will takes shape and form. Let me reread that. You are a soul birthed from the fabric of destiny, where only the perfection of universal will takes shape and form. Once expectations are released, a life beyond your wildest imagination is given permission to enter your reality. So just let's stick a pin in that for a second. So you may be expecting the worst because you are dealing with a destruction energy going on in your life, but there is no creation without destruction. Stomach acid, your digestive system, it has to destroy the food and the drink that you eat in order to what? Transform it, making room for new life. And then your excretory function, I mean, it's everything. It's the turning of the seasons. It's just life on planet Earth. It's nature. Oh my God, it's totally the cycles of loss and gain, death and rebirth in nature. This mantra is ideal, right? And they're saying, yeah, and good luck trying to control that. I mean, to an extent we can, but it's the cycle, the wheel turns. This mantra is ideal for having more faith, learning how to trust, and alleviating disappointment. My darling Geminis. What puzzle pieces we have here. Let me put it together for you in the blessing that I do every single time, because it's what I am actually best at as a mystic, not just a reader. Breathe. Yeah, my beloved pantheons of the divine, may the Gemini collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs watching this video be blessed with all that they need this full moon in Leo waning to new moon in Aquarius, that they may get the perception and the protection that they need to see this differently and be protected as the truth that they already know is revealed, and that passion for them to communicate, to move forward within them, that they need to really alchemize it from the intoxication of destructive power into releasing destructive potencies within them in a healthy way, making room for new life, even if it's somebody else doing that around them, because they need to know that deep in their heart they already know what to do what feels right. And as they release expectations, only the highest possibilities coming to be, whether they envision them or not, they will be able to take the actions that speak loudly that they need to take, with the healing angel of nature grounding them, balancing them, keeping them in touch with their true natures as they get to the heart of the matter and do what needs to be done. This full moon to new moon next, January into February 2021. So mote it be. And so it is. Thank you for watching. I know that's a heavy read, but still, if you like it, if it helped, like it. You want more, subscribe. Comment as you see fit. Is this you dealing with the destroyer? Is it somebody else who's dealing with the destroyer? Remember, it's an archetype. It's not who we are. It's something that is within the sacred contract, the divine plan that we chose to do in this life. Is it in the situation? Is it any of that? Some of that. Comment if you can. I can understand some of the stuff you might not want to put out on the internet, as it were. Excuse me. Otherwise, wishing you all the very best. Seriously. And the very blessed. Work that mantra. Work that mantra. This full moon to new moon next, my darlings, my gems. Stay outrageous. Stay truly, truly, truly outrageous. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.